Hello, this is a review of the Sailor Professional Gear Realo fountain pen. Came in a nice outside box, here, little golden box, just paper cardboard, and an inside velvet presentation case, little plastic on the side. It's brown in color. Um, and when you open it, nice embroidered lining, plush lining, and here's the pen. Also came with a little warranty card, which is just a paper card and has some filling instructions and warranty information, all in Japanese, so I cannot read it. The pen itself is a black and gold, very classic design pen, and it's Sailor makes the Professional Gear series, which is kind of this flat top and flat bottom series, and generally many different colors. Very similar to the 1911 series, which is also called the Sailor Prophet series. The Realo differs from the Professional Gear series because this is a piston filler. The Realo is for two types of piston fillers. One is in the Professional Gear series, and the other one is in the 1911 Prophet series. So this is the Professional Gear. Another feature of this Realo pen is this transparent window here, which is through and through, and it has a couple of gold bands at the top and bottom of the window, and it kind of has this crystal-like feel, which is very, very beautiful. Just to give you a sense of size on this pen, I'm going to show you a Pilot Custom 74 pen, which is slightly thinner but slightly longer. I'm going to show you a Sailor 1911 Prophet standard size pen, which is slightly smaller, maybe 3 millimeters smaller, and again slightly skinnier, as you can see here. And I am going to show you a Pelican M200, which is quite a bit smaller, shorter, and quite a bit thinner. And finally, I'm going to show you a Franklin Christoph, which is quite a bit thicker and quite a bit longer. And when I say quite a bit, I mean a quarter inch. So it's a good size pen, full size pen, I would say. If it had been slightly bigger and slightly longer, it would have been a really, really nice oversized pen, and its design is very suited to be oversized. It's a beautiful, beautiful design in my opinion, which is kind of nice because all these Japanese pens have, in my opinion, somewhat weak designs, and they have excellent craftsmanship, excellent nibs, excellent price. The designs, although can be a little weak, and I think this design is very, very nice. It's one of my favorite pens, even though I just got it. It's just beautiful. Just to give you a description of the outside, as I mentioned, it's a piston fill, so this is a knob here with a gold band, gold ring, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the barrel. And there's a beautiful Sailor logo embossed at the end of the cap, and it's very, very pretty. It's a shortish clip with a clip ring, all gold plated, a thin band and a large band, with a raised center band or center section, which says Sailor Japan, founded 1911. You open up the cap, and here's the pen. Very beautiful pen, very beautiful proportion in my book. Nice girth, decent length. It could be a little longer. I was showing you the M200, which is this pen, which was about, just to compare the size, because I think the size is kind of misleading when you're looking at it online. So M200 is a shorter pen, quite a bit shorter, almost half an inch, 12 millimeter shorter. But when I open up the two pens, here's the Sailor and here's the M200, and the M200 is actually longer, even though it was 10 millimeters shorter capped. When you open it up, the M200 is actually longer. So this is kind of an unusual, or rather interesting, kind of stubby pen, uncapped, and it's kind of nice. It's not too short by any means. It certainly could be a little longer. I think people with large hands would want it to be a little longer. If you post it, it's very, very good size and very well balanced. It's a very light cap, and no problems there. As I mentioned, it's piston filled, so you unscrew counterclockwise to get the plunger down, and you can see the plunger in this window. I just inked it, so I'm not going to show it to you. And then you dip it in the ink and you turn it clockwise to fill it up. The greatest thing about Sailor pens is the nib. Sailor makes the best nibs, in my opinion, in the market. They have a lot of specialty nibs. They have the zoom nib, they have the Emperor, the Cross Emperor, the Cross, the Eagle, you name it, they make it, and absolutely wonderful nibs. And let me show you this one. This is a 21 karat gold nib, two-tone, and it's extremely, extremely beautiful. It has a nib-shaped decorative engraving that's offset from the edges of the nib, and that is in silver color. The rest of the nib is in gold. It has some very nice stamping and engraving on it. It says 1911 right above the vent hole here, and then it says then it has the Sailor logo. Then it says 21K for 21 karat gold. Then it says 875 because the 21 karat is equivalent to 87.5% gold. And then it says in very fine writing Sailor right near the grip section. So excellent nib. And on this side it says H-M on the side of the nib, which is basically medium. So the feed is a pretty standard looking feed, just a bunch of fins and a couple of notches, and you can see how the feed kind of fills up the entire nib. I do believe that these larger feeds that fit the nib really well give a better ink flow compared to, let's say, an Aurora or some of these other feeds. They kind of move around. They're much smaller than the nib, and they kind of move around when you use a little force or just in course of day-to-day use. So a beautiful, beautiful nib, and the two-tone is also just very, very nice. It's very pretty. As far as writing goes, it's an excellent writer, and very wet. And let me just do a little writing sample here. Professional Gear Realo fountain pen, and I have a Noodler's ink, bad black moccasin ink in it, and you can see very nice, very wet, and no hesitation, no skipping. Just very, very nice and you know, I can go very fast with it. No skipping, no hesitation. The nib's got good flex in it, and I'll just show you some examples here. So you can see here some examples of flex. You can go medium, broad, little more than broad. If you go a little faster, you can start splitting the tines if you ever want to. But just very nice, flexible nib. Not super flexible, obviously, but it's not a flex nib, but it's nice, smooth, flexible. So you know, just a beautiful pen. So $300, right around $300, and a beautiful pen. This is one of my best pens, and I highly recommend Sailor. Very smooth, excellent nibs, and just a wonderful, great looking pen, great performing pen. Very happy to have this in my collection. Hope you enjoyed this review, and thanks for watching.